don't even know what this video is going to be about, to be honest. I just know that it's Pride Month. It's almost the end of Pride Month, even though Trinidad kind of takes it into July, but the official Pride Month is almost coming to an end, and I just didn't want the month to finish without posting something queer related, but I just didn't know what exactly I should share. Also, I realized that I haven't posted in almost 2 weeks. So let me be honest, I haven't really been feeling to come in front of the camera. You know, so I'm trying a thing here. Hopefully this works out. Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new here. Be sure to subscribe and turn post notifications on so that you can be notified when I post a video. And if you've been here before, welcome back. Thank you so much for joining me along my journey. So you'll see the hat. The hat is still here, the hat is back. Barbershops are still closed. We are still in a state of emergency. And so my hair looks a hot mess. So the hat is here to stay until further notice. So just ignore it. Just ignore the hat. It's fine. Just pretend like it's not there. I'm just going to talk about my queer experience as, you know, in Trinidad and Tobago as being a queer. I'm on my bed right now, all kind of thing. Anyway, my queer experience living in Trinidad and Tobago. So I've been renting since I was 19, and for the majority of that time I've rented with other persons. So my partners, and at one point I was renting with a cousin, and she's also queer, and most times she presents masculine as well. So when I tell you the discrimination in Trinidad and Tobago is real, it's real and so obvious. I've had experiences where, you know, going to view an apartment, prior to viewing, you know, you might see the place, say on Facebook or pin.tt or something, and so you see pictures and you speak to the person on WhatsApp, you communicate and organize a meetup and stuff, and things are going nice. You like the pictures, the person's vibe seems cool, you spoke to them on the phone, they seem cool, nice. And then when we get there, the landlords would give us a look like,
I know you're all gay. You all know I know you're all gay. Why are you all coming here?
and then some of them would be like,
This place is for the both of y'all. Like, we don't want any folly going on here. We don't want your gay stuff over here.
you know, like they give us that look. But yeah, so they look at us and they assume and they start discriminating. And I've had persons, first of all, give us the eye, so they look at us strangely, and then they would have the audacity to ask,
Y'all, your friends, your sisters, you're related, like, what's going on between you two? Because, you know, this is a 1-bedroom apartment.
and we'd be like, yeah, we know. It's a 1-bedroom apartment we're looking for. And the landlord would then proceed to say,
For who's the apartment for? And we'd be like, both of us.
and the landlord would be like,
But it's a 1-bedroom apartment though. And we're like, yeah, it's for both of us. You know, we only usually rent the 1-bedroom apartment to couples.
so we're like, well, couple here, this, we are a couple, we fit the bill. And
They're like, yeah.
so when I was renting with my cousin, it was a 2-bedroom, of course, but we still got asked pretty strange questions sometimes. These things just irk me. Like, they can't compute that we could be a couple, or they just don't want to accept it, you know. So some of them, like, so that same one particular one who would have asked us, who kept saying, you know, it's a 1-bedroom, you know, it's a 1-bedroom, who is this for? And we keep saying, you know, it's for both of us. When we went to, like, so this was outside the apartment, we didn't even get in to view it yet. This was in the yard. Like, we stepped out of the vehicle and had this very awkward interaction. And so I was already turned off. I get turned off pretty easily, so I didn't really want to see the place again, but we drove so far, so I was like, okay, let's still watch it, since we're here already, although we had already made up our minds not to take the place because of that interaction. So we looked at the place, and the guy, you know, sometimes you go to view an apartment and the person will just allow you to do your thing, walk around, you know. I like to go and see if the toilet is clean, you know, things like that. And this guy was literally, you know those persons when you go into the store and you ain't no money, you're just going to a window shop and the store clerk would just follow you.
Hi, good day. Can I help you with anything? Would you like to get this? We have this on sale.
That's how the landlord was moving. He was just walking behind us and kept saying, yeah, so we just have, this is just a 1 bedroom, you know, we don't have any more 2 bedrooms left, whatever. And we're like, okay, I understand, cool. So we looked at it, it was a really nice apartment, but of course that was off the list. And then things got to a point where we decided to say, you know what, we would just tell them that it's one person that's going to run the place, and the other person would just come and visit sometimes. And that in itself would still not be good enough for them. They would still ask us, so you're related, trying to figure out like what's the connection between the 2 of us. And there was one who would have even asked like
So what your boyfriend does do? So where you work, and what does your boyfriend do for a living?
and I'd be like, I don't have a boyfriend, like what you looking for? So it's just always a very awkward, uncomfortable situation. And then you talk about their policies about not having like a lot of people over. And I don't know if landlords think that all queer folks just have like orgies and like parties with tons of gay people and just like gay sprinkles everywhere. It's just weird, so weird. In 2021 you could be looking for apartments and get discriminated against because of your sexuality, and you're assuming I could just be dressing like a tomboy and I like the boys. You understand? You don't know. So why you assuming, first of all? Second of all, why discriminating? Like, what does my business have to do with you? As long as you're getting your rent on time. Actually, I usually pay my rent before time. I've never had any issues with paying rent and landlords having to complain about me not paying on time or not paying in full or whatever. So you're getting your money. I don't play loud music. I don't have a lot of guests over. I don't really like people in my space to begin with. So there's no issues. You're getting all the documents that you need upon signing if I decide that I want your place. So why is my relationship an issue? So that's the question I have for landlords out there. Why are you discriminating against me and my partner because we're queer? Or me and my cousin, like my cousin and I were gonna rent this space at one point and they were watching us like. But yeah, so that's mainly the experience we've had. This apartment that we're currently at was a great experience finding it. But the funny thing though, after having all those horrible experiences, when we met with the realtor for this apartment, and we went to her house to sign the forms and stuff. So we saw the apartment, we liked it. We saw it separately though. The first time my partner saw it, I wasn't here, I was at work. And I would have just seen it in pictures, but it looked so good. I was like, yeah, we're taking this one. And so when we met at the realtor's house to sign off the forms and stuff, just before we were about to sign, she was like, can I ask you a question? And I was like, oh gosh, no, I like this apartment, I don't want to go through this shit. And she was like, I don't mean to be I can't remember what word she said, but she basically asked, you all in a relationship? And I remember my partner, they just went silent, and I was just like, oh my gosh. I was like, should I lie? Should I be honest? I wasn't sure. I couldn't really read the energy in the room at the time, but I just said, yeah, we're in a relationship. And she laughed, and then she's like, I just asked because the person I was renting the apartment before you all, it was a gay guy. So I just found it funny because she was like, I figured you all were in a relationship. And I just found it funny that like it's like this apartment does just attract gay folk. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. And we all laughed, and it was great. We signed the forms, and it was pretty good. But I'm so grateful that we found this one. We've had a great experience since. No complaints. And I don't think I've ever had any bad experience with the tenants in the building as well. They seemed very pleasant. I don't see them often because I'm always inside. But it's just funny. So yeah, being a queer looking for an apartment in Trinidad is a pretty interesting thing. So yeah, so that's it for today. Like this video, give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Comment down below and let me know if you've had any similar experiences as a queer person trying to rent in Trinidad and Tobago. Share this video with somebody else. Be sure not to keep all the good vibes to yourself, and subscribe. Click that subscribe button, turn your post notifications on, because I'll post a video whenever I feel well enough mentally to post a video. I apologize for not being able to stick on schedule, but it's a task. You know, we're all going through it. We're in a global pandemic. Things are tough. So yeah, I hope you all are staying well and staying safe. That's all for today. Bye. That's my question to you all discriminating as landlords in Trinidad and Tobago. Why are you all hating on queer folks? Stop making it so difficult for queer folks to find an apartment. I'm not even sticking to a schedule anymore. Whenever I feel well enough to come behind this camera, come in front of this camera, my phone, I will do so. Yeah, bye.